Biden. Oof.
How low can Joe go? Even the Dems don't want to know. It's one thing after the next for the prez who stumbles reading text. Glad I didn't screw that up. That would have been hypocritical. First, old Joe's being called out for his official statement on the assassination of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Abe? Somebody help me.
Abe.
Abe, thank you. Where he blamed the assassination on gun violence. Way to bury the lead, or the lead. Japan has some of the strictest gun laws in the world, but it's that damn gun violence again. At least Joe didn't pin it on white supremacy or Trump. They'll give it a week and Joe's handlers will link the whole assassination to January 6th. Yeah, then there's this mess.
Majority writes, and I quote, women, it's a quote now from the majority, women are not without electoral or political power. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political, or maybe precise, not and or political power.
He really is a hostage reading a ransom note. But he does it so well. I believe him. And apparently the New York Times got the go-ahead to stop covering for this cognitive cupcake, saying, quote, he often shuffles when he walks, and aides worry he will trip on a wire. He stumbles over words during public events, and they hold their breath to see if he makes it to the end without a gaffe. Well, you'd hold your breath, too, if Joe missed his 10 a.m. changing. Meanwhile, he said worse things about you, believe me. Meanwhile, his approval rating hit a new all-time low, 29% in a new civics poll. If that number drops any lower, Joe might try to sniff its hair. And as Joe's woes grows, thank God for Hunter and his newest video, leaked footage of him weighing what appears to be crack.
No, I just weighed out the bag. It's 2.06.
2.07 without the bag.
So how long is
2.0.
He really is the smartest guy Joe knows. She was off by 0.01 of a gram, and he used a scale, and he nailed the hooker on it. And it does, I have to admit, look like Parmesan cheese. So he was right about that. Kat, we got a lot to go over here, and I don't agree with people hacking people's phones, especially when the person who's hacked makes me wish I had a more fun life.
Yeah. He does he makes me feel boring.
I know. I go like, well, I don't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
He's not that young either, and he's going down slides naked and having sex with Russian escorts and having money wired to and from.
Yeah, I think the having money wired to and from probably is a bonus that most of us don't have.
Exactly.
Because I feel like if that were me, I'd be in big trouble.
No, you're not the offspring of a president.
No, if that were me, I don't think I'd be coming back to work.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. If I was still able to come to work and be a crackhead, I don't think I could balance the two.
Yeah, no. Well, that's what makes him a great businessman.
That's why I've never smoked crack, because I think I'd love it.
Yeah. I think we're changing.
You guys too?
We're really changing the Fox audience. Yeah. So, Jim, I mean, when we're old, we're going to be screwed up. I mean, right? I'm screwed up now.
Yeah.
But we're not president.
No, no, we're not. I would hope the first time I drop a deuce in my pants and I don't know where I'm at, they wouldn't let me read a prompter and run a country. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
I just know if you ask me to get in a compact car with him while he's driving, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
And that alone should tell you we got a serious situation.
Yeah. And they're constantly having to remind him, Rob, of like things, just basic things, little cards and crap. Oh, but I just want to ask you, the New York Times is now jumping all over it. Aren't they doing it? I mean, they're doing it because they got the go-ahead. They're going to get rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's what all this is about. This is about, like, making it safe for somebody to run against him.
Yes.
But if you read the article was really amazing because it had all the aides and doing all that other stuff. The denial stuff was like, actually, you know, he's as sharp as a tack. He calls us up in the middle of the night. He's, like, rewriting speeches and policy papers, which is so stupid because the reason people voted for him was because he's old. They wanted it calm. They wanted no drama. He's not in trouble because he's old.
Yeah.
If a young, virile, incredibly healthy man also stop people from drilling for oil, stop people from building refineries, and wrote checks to people to increase inflation, they'd be at 29% too.
Yeah.
This guy's got a policy problem, not an age problem.
Also,
a doddering old man would be fine if he wasn't such a moron.
I had a really great point to make about the fact that Joe was elected because he was older, but he's actually like an empty vessel that is controlled by young wokesters.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So the policy is not coming from Joe Biden. It's coming from people within the White House. I think, though, Biden is really trying to flood the zone with fakery. The grandpa goofery and buffoonery is kind of an act. He doesn't want to do anything. He's like, if they think that I am so out of it and I'm shuffling around here like I'm wearing like bedroom shoes I stole from a cheap motel. Wait, cheap motels don't have bedroom shoes. Anyway, see, if they really wanted to improve his physical performance, they could buy him some new shoes. You know, your feet change when you get old. You get fallen arches, but they could prevent some of this. I think that he just wants to be at the beach. He's like, I got elected by sitting at home. Why can't I? Trips, you're sending me on trips. I'll give you trips. They'll keep him at home.
He wants to do a Zoom presidency, and who wouldn't? Wouldn't that be great? You know, just hang out in the old basement.
I'm excited that I'm not going to be in any trouble because I said I do not smoke crack.
Up next, are you living a white privilege fable if you don't fight at the dinner table?